Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah, just keep going. We're good.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, amazing. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so I think I actually prefer the mic. I'm not going to lie. They're holding it.
When you sing, though?
It would be better. Okay.
And I can also put it in your pocket if you prefer. Pocket, sure.
I think I prefer this. 'Cause it's, when we're singing, it'd be easier. Because the sound will be able to go to it better. Won't it? Not sure. What do you
She
think?
also use a handheld mic at the same time when she sings.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, that's fine. Thank you.
What she has on is just for the report.
Perfect.
Okay,
Thank you.
no problem. Thank you. Sorry, guys. So basically, I've been doing the sound, and my family are looking at me going, "What is that noise you're doing when you stand in the garden?" And I'm like, "It's I'm not really sure," and I didn't understand it. And I'm standing there going, "Ay, ay, 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 oh, ay, ay, ay," and they're like, "What are you doing? Because you're making us feel weird." And my parents are not spiritual at all. They don't understand a single thing. Apart from Dad, he was getting a bit more connected as he was passing over. He was getting more connected, and he'd say things and it would make sense because he was travelling away and then coming back and making sense and saying things like, "Oh, you're going to move in at 11:11." And I'm like, "No, the booking's not till 10:30. And he's like, no, you're going to move in at 11:11. And I walked into my brand new apartment, opened the door, and it was 11:11. And I was like, okay, he's connecting, I understand. So he's got this brain tumour. No one knows he's got a brain tumour, apart from he's falling down, fainting in the middle of like pandemic. The doctors are saying, no, we can't take you because the pandemic nonsense. So I just said, okay, well, we're going to have to do this like natural and holistically. And then they told me when he was having a little bit of a moment to put my hands over him, and I closed my eyes and I just saw the red rock, and all these sounds come out, and I was just moving my hands over him like this and all different movements, and I was singing, and he was like, "Well, that feels really nice. Oh, that feels a bit better." And we were all just looking at each other going, "What's going on?" And he's like, "I don't know, darling, but it's very nice, just carry on." So I was like, okay. So then I just kept singing to him the whole time. And eventually he passed away, and then my sound got bigger and bigger and bigger. And then before he passed away, he said to me, "You have to go and travel around the world and sing and share this." I was like, okay. And then I went to the Aphrodite rock in Cyprus, and I did little mini one-to-ones on the rock, and I channeled music, light language at the Aphrodite rock. And I was like, oh, I feel like a bit like a mermaid. Oh, okay, I need to investigate this. And then everyone was like, you're a Lemurian, you're a Lemurian. I was like, what the hell is that? Like, I'm so not connected and had no idea. I was 36 years old when this all happened. And I was like, I've been closed off for a long time. And it was like, boom, 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 all these downloads. I was like, Jesus Christ, I can't take any more. I was insane. And like, I was setting things off, like with my sound. And my friends were like, oh, you make me feel a little bit weird when you're around me. I was like, yeah, I feel weird around you because you're making me feel sick. And they're like, well, why do you feel sick around me? I was like, I don't know, maybe because you're depressed. Well, no, you're depressed. And then they'd be little like, no, you're depressed. No, you're depressed. And I was like, actually, I am depressed. Ah, your father's not well. Ah, it was all connecting. And it took me a while to understand. And eventually I was like, I have to accept this. And that's the biggest thing that I just couldn't accept. And then we've gone from Cyprus, Portugal, and then I went to Tulum, and I've done healings, and I'm going to do retreats going forward, and now I'm here. I'm here to give you an activation and help you with anything that's going on in your life that you may want to discuss or open up about. If there's any messages, I'm happy to give them if you're open to them. Just let me know if you're open to it. And yeah, I'm going to begin. Okay. Wow. There's loads of energy in here. It's amazing. There's such magical people in here. If you'd all like to just close your eyes and maybe open your hands if you feel that you want to, in order to receive today. You may be feeling a little bit dizzy, maybe feeling like you're connecting to the highest cosmos area. You are meant to be here to receive everything that I'm about to give you today. Ayashuka Nina Ayu ya. There you are. Uyashika alalita gunayel ala ishukuka akinaya akushukukana kikatuna shigalala. Thank you for being here today and holding this space with me. There may be some feelings coming up that are coming to you, that are maybe there's something that you may need to talk about. Is there anyone that is wanting to ask a question right now? Hi.
So every time I attempt to speak light language, I weep horribly. It doesn't come out.
Okay.
And just a couple of nights ago, I heard myself saying I'm very,
Yes.
like audible.
Okay.
I think it's because my planet blew up.
Okay. So this makes you feel a little bit uncomfortable.
No. Over the past several years,
Okay.
I've taken some classes, and when I attempt to bring it forward, I weep horribly, and the language doesn't come out. But I'm a healer, and I connect very much with several other layers, and I read and I speak using my hands. Be able to speak audibly. If you want to be able to help with that, or
Yeah.
help me understand why I can't, why I haven't been able to.
Okay. Is this still recording? Maybe we need to turn it off now. you are channeling into areas that you shouldn't be channeling into. And they are connecting to you, but not on a good level. So sometimes when you're singing, it might not be very good for you. So you need to release that and let go of those that are coming towards you. Okay. And it's all to do with your intention and making sure that your intention is always in the light. Okay. Thank you. Maybe you needed this today to understand. Wow. Okay. So it's all in your intention that if you're putting out good vibes, then you'll attract the good vibes and the sound will come to you easily. And sometimes you're not there yet and you need to take a step back. Does that make sense?
I weepeth in sorrow. I'm missing
You're missing something.
family, missing home.
Yeah.
I work with it all the time. This way.
Okay. How are you feeling? Are you okay? He's not coming. He needs to come back. Jason, are you okay?
Yes.
How are you feeling?
Good.
Yeah? How are you feeling?
I feel great. When you were singing the light language, I kept like getting goosebumps and energy flushed through me. When I came in, my SI joint was in a lot more pain than it is now, which is good. I was sort of sitting at a weird position, and now I feel like it's not hurting like it was when I first walked in. So it's funny. When you were asking, like, does anyone have a question? I was going to ask about it, and then I don't have anything to ask about it anymore because it's not hurting the way it was.
So you feel that you got a release from the sound?
Yeah, so when you were doing the light language and singing, I kept getting goosebumps and I kept getting like flashes of like fluttering feelings like down my spine, and like I was in a lot of pain when I first came in here, and it's loosened up a lot, where I'm not even thinking about it. I was going to ask about it, but then I'm like,
No, you can always
I don't
ask.
have any questions about it anymore.
No.
I was going to ask why am I in pain, but it doesn't hurt anymore. So.
Well, that's good. Was Sarah feeling uncomfortable?
No, she hadn't eaten, and she's like, I need to go. She's like, I feel like I'm gonna faint. I need to go get something to eat. I'll be right back.
Oh, bless her.
Yeah.
How are you feeling?
Absolutely wonderful. That was beautiful. I appreciate your gift. I have a question, if it could be maybe put to Spirit. I'm curious about my relationship with the plant medicine space. It's been a very lovely relationship over the past 4 years, and I've benefited greatly. I sometimes wonder if it's part of my best path forward, so I'm open to guidance in that area.
Okay, so plant medicine can be amazing, but it can also be sometimes where you don't actually need it. And there's some that can open everything up for you, and that's exactly what happened with me. I had way too much. And then I was like, I don't need you anymore, I'm good. And then I went to microdosing mushrooms. So that's where I do a little bit, but not too much. And if you want to smoke weed, only in spaces that feel good. And yeah, find the right practitioners. And I can't stop laughing right now because I'm understanding exactly what's happening. So I'm very grateful for all of you right now. And yeah, it's making a lot of sense, and this is why this had to happen. So I'm just going to understand this, that sometimes when the channeling is happening, it can be a darker energy, and that's when it needs to be shut down. So the sound that I'm making made you feel comfortable, yeah? You didn't feel uncomfortable? You didn't get any dark thoughts? Did you have any dark thoughts? Did you? Did you? Debbie?
I'm thinking if I did.
You looked quite happy.
I love it as well.
It was funny while you were singing. What I was thinking about, I was like, this reminds me of like in like the Odyssey, like the siren song. You're singing. I was like, if I was like driving a boat right now, I would crash right into a rock. He just like took me somewhere else. And I was like laughing on the inside. I was like, because you're talking about like Lemurian, and I was like, this is like I can understand.
Like Ulysses.
I can understand how like in the stories where like with the siren songs, how like the men at sea like they like crash their ships because they're like
They're
taking
drawn
someone
to
else.
it, yeah.
And I was like completely like go on it for a second, and it was beautiful.
Okay, thank you very much. I understand that each and one of you needed to be here to help me on this next journey, and I appreciate that so much. In regards to plant medicine, only do it if you feel comfortable with the person you're working with. You do plant medicine already, you serve it,
Oh yeah, I don't serve. No, I don't serve.
you just dabble in and out of it.
I wouldn't call it dabbling. I would consider it a serious journey, a very deep relationship.
And are you doing it on a regular basis?
Semi-regularly, sometimes as much as once a month, sometimes as little as once every 4 or 5 months.
Got you. Thank you. It's been a while for me, a long time. Do you have any questions?
Yeah.
Yes.
So I do something similar but completely different than what you do.
Okay.
I sing, Rob plays guitar, we do medicine music, we do, very beautiful, uplifting, sometimes sound baths and so forth. And so the singing part is fine. The expressive part that could be very spontaneous is a little bit more challenging for me, like to let go, I guess. Although I love it, and music is a huge passion of mine. And so I guess what I want to say is like, it comes up a little bit of a pattern. Also, my life is taking these huge, amazing opportunities right now for me, and it's way up leveling. It's out of my comfort zone, and I'm saying yes because there are opportunities. So all of it's around my voice, and all of it's around where I am going much bigger and more expansive and free, and letting these gifts come out in all new ways of knowledge and inspiring and singing and healing, And so whatever, I don't know if you perceive, or whatever could be allowing me to be way more free in my being and space and gifts, to let that fly, that would be so grateful.
First of all, it's quite funny that you say that. It's just your confidence. That's all it is. And you just need to keep doing your passion. It's your passion, so you carry on doing it. And not letting anyone stop you. There's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people here. But I was told there was no one coming. So that's why I came. I was like, it doesn't matter, I'll just sing to myself. Fine. So you need to carry on with your passion because that's what you love, yeah? Would you do anything else?
Do I? Yes.
What are you doing?
17-year radio show host and podcaster. I'm a book writing coach, and I also do a tiny bit of publicity work.
Whoa, okay.
It's a lot, I know, and there's a lot of new, I'm also a shamanic practitioner,
Wow.
and so it's emerging, and where the universe, and I actually feel the extraterrestrials I work with are very much opening a path for me, like television interviews, and like it's big stuff, honestly, from where I've been operating, which has been good enough, but huge opportunity for this.
Okay. So then you take every opportunity that comes your way.
I do, I definitely.
As long as it feels good, you carry with it. If it doesn't feel good, then move it away. So just say, it doesn't feel good for me, I'm feeling uncomfortable with that, I don't want to do that. But sometimes that's your fear coming in. And that's where you need to let go of the fear as well. And you need to have good people around you to support you. And yeah, and keep doing the work yourself and keep doing the inner work and things like that. And find people that can help you on your journey. So if there's extra things that need to go further with, then go further with them. You're a spiritual life coach as well, yes?
Well, yeah, I wouldn't say that really, but I'm a shamanic practitioner. So
That's it, yeah. Which is, yeah, it's going deep. Okay, did you have any questions? Okay, no problem. Did you? You feeling?
I have a question. So when you first started singing, because there's the mixture of light language and it's coming out, even when you're singing, it's still light language because it still hits the same way. It's the same way as light language does. And even when I speak it for myself, light language, the shifts that I feel, I was feeling that while you were singing. What was when that first started happening, was that, I think you might have mentioned, was it when you were working on your father, or how did this start coming out of you? How did the singing come about? Were you a big singer before this, or did this just start coming out the way that it did?
So I used to sing when I was 16, normal singing. And I shut down when I was 16 and was like, oh no, I don't want to sing anymore. This is not for me. And boys come into play. And then I got distracted. And then I got distracted and I ended up doing loads of different things that wasn't my passion. And then it was like, you need to do this. And I know that this is actually singing as well. And you can do it the other way. So you can sing and then you can do light language. And I understand there's both. And I understand the connections in the lady parts and all that sort of stuff. I understand all of that. But the thing is that when I know the Spirit's coming in, it's like mini hugs. And it feels good. And I'm hoping that it's helping people feel good as well, and the healing. And like, I know that it's, with the pain, it's in people's bodies that needs to go away. So if I can sing to someone and they come to me like a shamanic way, then that's what I want to do. But like, this opportunity come available, and I ran with it. What's the worst can happen, eh? It happened. I went with it. I was in Tulum. I'd been there 6 days. They were like, you need to attend this show. I was like, I'm gonna. Where is it? And they went, it's LA. And I was like, okay, that's interesting. So, yeah. I think sometimes we can say we're too big for our boots. And I honestly take that on board. And I'm like, I'm so humble with what's happened here. And I'm humble for people that have turned up today. And whatever else goes forward is meant to happen. Does that make sense? And, you know, we're connecting with so many different people on different levels. I mean, when you said that what you do, I was like, oh, you're the kind of people I need to speak to. Because I don't meet many people like that, especially not in Tulum. It's very different in Tulum. I've not noticed many light workers. There's a lot of more darker energy. And, you know, you were talking about the planet that blow up. Is that how you feel?
I think, yeah, like I'm missing my family, my off-planet family.
Yeah, of course.
So when I'm doing healings, I'm a gong practitioner, sound healer, medium astrologer.
Wow.
So I've done.
It's Susie, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes, Peacock Lady. I remember you. Just come back to me. Yes, I remember now.
Yeah, so I absolutely am in love with my life, but it took me 39 years to get out of like 22-year violent marriage, and so being held down very harshly and slowly evolving and finding myself. And then I took training with Jerry Sargent, who does Star Magic Healing. He's been here this weekend. And then I went to England to level up with him, and he speaks, and he's trying to, but when others try to help me activate my light language, I weep, and I've taken other classes with people, and I just weep horribly, like I'm so sad.
It's just more and more and more and more. That's what happened with me. So the time that I was in this Winnebago for 2 weeks, meditation, came out, cried my eyes out, and then the sound come out. So it's just the levels that you need to go to. So cry, and then you get there.
And push through.
And push through, yeah.
Now you mentioned microdosing, so just 2 nights ago I did, and it was that night that as I was in the in-between space, I caught myself, and I woke up and I'm like, I gotta record this.
Yeah,
and of course I
record
kind of broke
it.
it, and so then I had to go back in there. I'm like, no.
Absolutely, yeah. So, and the other thing is whenever you're about to channel, make sure you're clearing the space. So I was doing the corners before you guys come in here, because that's how I've been taught by my guides. And I also sing to the corners, take the energy, disperse it, and do that as well. So you have to make sure that wherever you are, you're cleansing that area too. Okay. Wow. Okay. So I'm going back in. They're asking me more questions. They're saying more things. They want me to give you a collective message. Are you all open to hearing the collective message? Okay. Now there may be more singing, there may be more channeling, and I don't know what's going to happen. I'm just going to go with it, and we'll just see, because I can feel, and I'm just going to go with it. This is my first time, and I have no idea. So I just go with it, and this is why I didn't want to record it. It's okay. Lovely. Okay. So there is definitely different levels where you can sing, you can channel with the psychic mediumship, or you can use the light language. I'm talking to you direct, sorry. And this is where you're just on different levels of your journey, okay? And when you are singing, if you come to the light language and you get the light language coming through, you can decide how to use it. So you can tap into the light or you can tap into the dark, okay? We don't do dark.
I don't either.
We work with the light only. And we only work with the light. So we have to make sure that we're in better places where we are channeling. So this needs to be more cleansed, this area. And there was a little bit, but it's not 100% safe to keep channeling. And I've taken on quite a lot. So they're like, just, you know. We're being clever, we're tapping in and just recognizing spaces. And that's a big thing to know, that when sometimes you're in a bad space, you shouldn't be channeling because it hasn't been cleared. And I can take in loads of it, but it's like I went outside in the light and I was like, need more light, need more sunshine. And yeah, this needs to be in a lighter space. And this is only for talks. The channeling can be dips in and out, like on the panel, yeah? You guys clear all the area before?
I mean, yeah, I clear myself and I clear my area with light language before I start.
Yeah, so...
I mean, because your sound is a cymatic frequency, so I channel in my intention and I speak it out.
Do you do sound as well?
I use light language for specific things. I mean, I know what it can be used for. I use it sparingly because I've just been instructed to. I use it for quantum entanglements. I use it for certain things, but I don't use it for everything.
No.
Just when I'm called to use it for.
Yeah, and that's where it needs to be like
I use it to
that.
clear myself a lot because I'll have the intention to clear myself. Because a lot of times when you, for me specifically, when I work on myself, it takes my mind out of the way. So I just download the intention of what I'm doing, and then the light language will clear my field.
So do you sing as well? Do you sing with yours?
I don't sing.
Do you?
I just speak it.
Do you feel that the singing's bad?
No, not at all. No, me personally, I'm not a singer. I don't like singing. Not like I don't like it. I just don't like my voice. I don't feel like I have a singing voice. So me personally, I don't sing it.
Yeah.
But it's beautiful. And just when you started singing again, I felt like I got goosebumps, and I felt like the resonance come through me, and so, you know, it's beautiful. It's just me personally, with my gifts and my abilities, I wouldn't be singing light language.
I'm just asking because I've not spoken to many people that work with ENTs. They've actually not given me the time, to be fair. I haven't been able to go, hi, can I speak to you? Because it's, you know, everyone has their own space and you can't just jump in and go, hi, can I talk to you about this? Because I need to talk to it's too much.
So this probably doesn't relate to you, but so a woman that I work with, that I coach, something that's going on with her, when she came to me, and we've been working on all of her abilities and her clairsenses, something with her is she's like, I need clairvoyance. Clairvoyance, I need to be able to see, I need to be able to see. And I've been working with her extensively, and it wasn't until we went into past lives that it turns out that she had used her clairvoyant abilities in past lives. She abused her abilities and used them for dark arts, and so in this life, she doesn't get that ability.
I see, yeah.
And so certain things, karmically, it's just in this incarnation, you might not be able to have it. I'm not saying that that's what's happening to you. I'm just saying that sometimes you may want a thing that you're just not going to have in this lifetime because of something that has happened in the past, and that's something that, you know, we have to live with. Everybody wants, I want this, I want that. Well, you're going to get what you need to serve.
What you're meant to have, yeah.
Right.
I don't see.
Clairvoyant, like
Yeah.
very.
That's one of my most.
And clairaudient, and clairgustin, and that clairfeeling, and
Yeah, and just so certain things, like, you know, like we want it, but just
Yeah,
like,
Leos, they just want it
you
all.
might not get that.
Yeah, I don't want to see. That's not my thing. I say no to that. I'm like, I'm good. I've seen things. I'm like, I'm good with that. I just feel when you go to certain levels, you can actually lose yourself completely. And I have seen here, it's a little bit different. And I'm like, oh, I don't want to be like that. But I'm okay like this, you know? And we're grounded, yeah?
I draw it too.
You draw?
I draw
Amazing.
light language. We have light language paintings in my work. I own a crystal shop in New York, and so it's like I'm very
beautiful.
connected and I'm in love with life. I was just hoping to get that too, but maybe that's not meant for me in this lifetime.
Have you done past life regression work to see what happened?
I have, yeah.
And that hadn't come up where?
Pretty darn amazing.
where
There was a
that-
lot of elemental stuff, so that can be a little.
I'm just interested
Yeah.
because like
I
so.
did do one, yeah.
There's just something that
awesome.
makes you wonder, you know.
Thank you. Yes. So, I love how this happens. It's just having the right people around me. So I really appreciate that. So thank you. I already had that, and I was like, you don't want to, stay where you are. And they're like, do you want to be taken? No, I want to stay here. I don't want no chip, I'm good.
Never taken, you can't be taken.
Yeah. Okay. So, let's see here. I love this. This is lovely, thank you. Okay, I just want you all to just take a deep breath in with me. Hi. It's okay. I just want to thank each and every one of you. Sorry, we're just finishing off. Sorry about that. Ah, amazing. Thank you. Did you have a question for me?
How do I become my best self after waking up from a void?
Keep doing your passions. Keep following your passions. Keep removing the things that don't serve you anymore. Keep yourself around people that make you feel good. Listen to your fellow people that are around you. Go to places that make you feel uncomfortable. When you're uncomfortable, it's because you're coming through, you're breaking through. Things do make you feel uncomfortable. But if you can stand up and do whatever your passion is and serve, then you're on the right path. How does that feel?
Still just learning and understanding how I can be a little more centered in my body or
Okay, so you need to ground more and connect with the sun, connect with the ground, connect with trees, eat healthily, keep yourself around good vibrational people. Don't put yourself in situations that feel uncomfortable, remove yourself, and just keep doing whatever feels good to you. Follow those vibrations, follow the frequency that feels good. Okay? You're welcome.
I have a question for you.
Yes.
So when you started to study about Lemuria, did you feel a resonance? And did you identify?
Yes.
Because I'm picking up here, so what I see is like a snail shell in your heart, vertically, with amazing like turquoise blue shimmery light, and a little bit of like that exit sign green, spiraling outwards, and it's speaking to my heart, and it's helping me actually open and activate a little bit deeper. So just your presence, your speaking, and me being open enough to hear and listen and take in, because I'm extremely open with safe people, and it just feels so good. So just thank you.
You're very
And
welcome.
you're just such a beautiful person too, and I love I love the whole energy of Lemuria. And somebody who played gongs remembers her lifetime in Lemuria, and that's who inspired me to pick up the gong. So now I have like a gong addiction. But it's beautiful because when I speak behind the gongs, people can really feel a palpable difference. It's quite beautiful. Yeah. Oopsie, I'm always, it's just constant.
Your light language is it's always coming out.
It
Just
is.
Just not vocally.
Just not audibly, except for when I microdosed 2 nights ago. So I bought some to take home. Because it really excites me.
I love that. Yeah, I'm going to probably get some when I get back. Did you have a question?
When you say get back, where's home?
Mexico.
Mexico.
Yeah, Mexico.
Where are you from originally? Because your accent.
London.
London. I was gonna say that is not a Tulum accent, I don't think.
And it's not exactly Australia either.
Yeah, I'm from London. I grew up in Essex and lived all over. So, and then Tulum for now. Just go where I'm told to go. I follow the signs.
That's
The signs for here were T-shirts that said LA. Stupid. Like 6 months ago, I bought T-shirts to come to Tulum, and they both had LA written on them. And my mother was like, "Why are you got so many T-shirts that say LA?" I was like, "I don't know. I love them." Oh gosh. It's okay. It's fine. Just do. So yeah, it was a pull towards me to come here. So I just followed the signs, and things were working out, and I was like, okay, that's meant to happen.
I'm a big fan I follow them like none of them. They have like license plates or like you said, T-shirts. It's always the places you least expect them. When I was coming here, like my ticket, it was like I was like seat 30. It was like seat 33D, and like it was like 333. Like I always see like my numbers and things. I'm like, oh, I'm on the right path. You know.
So even with you, we were outside and you saw me standing holding the tree going, "Love you, love you, love you." And I was like, and I looked around and I was like, "You can do this in LA, or you can do it in Tulum, you can't do that in London." I'd be looked at and go, "What are you doing, you weirdo?" And I'd be like, "I'm hugging
Being
a tree."
weird. Being weird.
Exactly. And that's the thing, it's not accepted there. That's the reason why I left, because I don't feel accepted, and I'm finding my soul tribe, and it feels like my soul tribe, I dropped it, sorry. I think we're nearly finished, it's fine. I feel like my soul tribe is in Tulum, here, wherever. Like, I feel like I've met people here that have been amazing, and like, I don't know, I don't actually plan anything anymore. Just go with the flow.
That's huge.
I love that, yeah.
I have a question.
Yes.
So you have absolutely lovely musical talent. It sounds like you had formal operatic training or something like that. I don't know if you did.
No.
And you clearly have a good spirit connection. So Deb and I have our own musical relationships with spirit individually and also combined, which is a third type of relationship. I was wondering, did you do anything consciously to develop that connection with spirit and bring more power and activity and attention into the musical part of your life?
Not
Or
yet.
did that just kind of happen on its own?
No. So the sound come when he completely passed. Completely, the music came. And I kept singing and I was like, "Oh, that sounds quite good actually. Oh, okay, let's listen to it. So I'd replay it on a thing and send it to friends and say, what do you think of this? And they're like, well, you made me feel weird. And all that, you know what you said about your back and stuff? They'd be like, well, my tummy feels weird. And I'm like, it's just your period. Like, can you do that singing thing? And then their tummy would feel better. So my housemate I used to live with in the pandemic, she used to have the worst period pains. She'd be like, sing to me, sing to me. And I'd be like, no, I'm not doing that because everyone hears it. So I haven't actually done that today. And I don't know whether to or not because it's so loud and I don't want to be rude for the other people. Does that make sense?
But if I can say one thing, please. So, yeah, just set the fingers.
Okay. You really?
And you can keep it by your chest, you don't have to.
Okay. Well, let's use this then. We're going to...
Yeah, all of the, everything goes on DVD.
Oh, my love. That's it. Oh, God, now you're really making me do this, aren't you? I know what you're all here for. I can see it. And I love it. And I'm really grateful for all of it. Because every person you're in front of is simply reflecting something back to you, okay? So you're being shown something. You're like, oh, I want to be involved in that. Or if it makes you feel uncomfortable, it's a trigger, yeah? So my sound sometimes triggers people, and it's because they still have energy and stagnant energy inside of them that needs to go. And with the shamanic, this feels good. This feels better. So when I'm doing the shamanic stuff, that feels really amazing because I'm like, oh, past stuff, good stuff, yeah? When I'm doing certain sounds, it reminds me of being in Lemuria, and it reminds me of being on a beach singing. I sit in Tulum and sing, and people swim past and go, well, that's a little bit unusual. And I'm like, okay, I need to go quiet down here. Because it's quite loud. Hi, are you okay with that? Yeah. Okay, I'm just going to leave you there. And basically, the sound comes through when it's a clearing. And it's coming in now, but it also can make you feel uncomfortable and be sick, okay? And this is what I used to do at shamanic ceremonies. And they'd be like, you need to stop that singing thing because you're going to make me throw up. And I'm like, oh, that's how you start, that's how I started it. And you're all so conscious and you all understand that, yeah? But some people don't. And at these ceremonies, they were so mean and they were like, go and stand in the corner and do that weird thing you do. Because they weren't awoke as me. And that sounded really big-headed, but they
Were
wasn't.
you doing that while you were in ayahuasca?
I was
or
in
you were
San Pedro.
So, okay,
Very
capiche.
similar.
Oh,
Yeah.
we know it, yeah.
Yeah. And I did 10. And
Cups?
10, yeah, I did about 5 cups at one point. Because they kept feeding me with it. And I was like, you guys are really playing with me.
Your heart must have been so open.
So open. And then I would just keep singing and singing and singing, and I'll be like, oh, you don't like it, do you? And they're like, Hannah, shut the fuck up. So, yeah. And hi guys, if you've actually bought the DVD, can you imagine they buy the DVD and they watch it and go, what the actual fuck? No. But yeah, they used to say, don't do that, it's really annoying, like you're making me feel uncomfortable. And I was like, well, your dancing thing's exactly the same as my singing thing. So you do your thing and I'm going to do mine. I'm going to go to the tree and be quiet. But, yes, okay. I can hear you and I love you. Thank you for everything that you've given me today. Thank you for each and every single one of you today. You're all going to be kept in my heart big time. If you want to close your eyes and just receive, that's okay. You should be feeling a little bit sleepy and just relaxed right now. I just want you all to just take a deep breath in with me and release. Let's hope we haven't interrupted. Do you have any questions?
No, man, that was like listening to a dolphin.
Do you ever break wine glasses?
Yeah.
It literally was like listening to sea creatures.
That was really lovely.
How are you
It
feeling?
makes me so happy. I love to hear you. Yeah.
Oh, it's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
Do you have a YouTube channel?
Not yet.
Oh.
So, yeah, we'll get that. How are you feeling?
Wonderful.
Sorry.
I came here because of him.
Oh, really?
I was outside too, getting some sun, and made a friend, and he told me about you, and I've been listening to light language the past 2 nights before bedtime to help me get activated. And I'm here because of him, because of you.
Ah, so if you go to a website that's on my flyer in the program,
Okay.
it gives you a free download.
Wonderful.
So you can have a free download. And then if you ever want to connect, just message me.
Oh,
and
I'm
we can do
absolutely
a
going to
session.
connect with you, yeah.
Yeah, that'd be amazing. Hi.
Hi.
Are you okay?
Yeah, fine.
How did you find this?
Oh,
Oh, and you just kind of just arrived now?
yeah.
Oh, cool. Nice to meet you. What's your name?
My name is Dave.
Dave. Nice to meet you. I'm Hannah. No, I'm not. I'm Lois. My name is Hannah Lois, but this is the name they gave me. So.
Who's they? Your parents? Or?
No, the couple that, you know.
Michael and
we-
Susanna?
Yeah, we got together and spoke, and I decided that I wanted to use Lois and it's Lemurian sound, so that's why we used it. And yeah, but my name is Hannah Lois, but I liked Lois Lemurian, it was cool.
It has a better ring to it.
What do you experience internally when you sing like that? Do you get visions of ancient times or aquatic beings or anything like that?
So feelings in my tummy, and sometimes like visions, a lot.
Yeah,
Yes,
so, oh
I
my
believe
God,
it.
because I felt that so strongly this last time. Wow.
Yeah. Did you have any questions?
Beautiful.
I'm interested in the manifesting part.
The manifesting part?
Yeah. Manifest in your dreams.
Okay. So when you're working on yourself, you automatically connect into a frequency. And if you're not on the right frequency, you won't be able to manifest things towards you. So what are you working on at the moment?
Love.
Love.
Yeah.
Okay.
And a specific person.
A specific person.
Yeah.
Okay. And do you want to elaborate on that?
I want her in my life. I want her.
Okay.
I want her.
Thank you so much for coming.
I would stay if I had to on a plane, so.
Oh,
He's
don't be
literally
silly.
getting on a plane.
Can I just have a hug and say
Oh,
goodbye?
absolutely, yes.
What was
Hi.
your
Jerome.
Jerome.
Yeah.
And your name on the show?
Yeah, it's on the show.
I'll find you.
Yes, please.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
It means so much. Thank
You're
you
welcome.
so much.
Goodbye, everyone.
See you
Bye.
later.
Bye.
Bye. Safe flight.
Thank you.
Manifesting love. Okay, this is a big one. It's not just going to happen overnight.
So I know that. I know that.
Okay, and you need to work on yourself to get to the level that you need to be at.
So how do I know what to do and how when I'm at that level? I work on myself like every day.
What a voice.
Okay.
What a beautiful voice you have.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, so what particularly are you working on at the moment? You're working, what are you doing?
Okay, so now I'm studying manifesting.
You're studying manifesting?
Yeah.
Okay.
Other than that, I'm working on my health.
Mm-hmm.
Just for a while, I was very sick. For the last couple of years, I've been bouncing back, and I'm determined to keep, going until I get perfect health. And I want to be in the best shape of my life. I feel better than I've ever felt, and I used to be pretty tough. I used to be a soldier, so
Wow.
that's going to be quite an accomplishment to do that.
Of
But
course.
I'm determined.
Okay. So it starts off with healing, and you have to keep healing yourself. It's never ending.
No, I know it's self-care, constant.
Self-care, and exactly, self-care. So you have to be around people that you love you, and you have to love yourself unconditionally. And then that person will just walk into the same room as you. And then there'll just be a connection. And that's it. That's all that's going to happen. There's no booking, you can't just say, oh, I want to meet this person on Tuesday. And they just want to walk into your life.
Yeah, no, I'm not putting the timing, but I do want a specific person.
Okay, well you have to, okay, so there's things that I do and I write and I script. Have you ever done scripting?
Just writing it down.
Writing it down.
Yeah.
Okay.
Heard of it, but I've done it before, but I haven't been doing it now, and I know I should incorporate that.
Okay, so you need to keep scripting.
Uh-huh.
Now when it comes to scripting, you have to write down as if you already have it.
Okay, so I have,
So
Love
describe the
always
lady that
forward.
you meet in your life,
okay.
from everything, from what they look like, to what they feel like when you're around them, from what job they do, from the way that they make you feel.
Can I just put a picture of the girl?
Pardon?
Should I just put the picture?
You can put a picture up, yeah, you can use pictures. Hi guys.
Okay,
So when you're scripting, you need to script in a past life, as if you've already accepted it into your life, yeah?
so give me an example.
Okay. Okay. So I am so grateful for the lady that has walked into my life today. I am so grateful to hold her in my hands. I am so grateful to be having these thoughts of love with her. Because you have to pretend it's yours, yeah, already. Because the universe doesn't understand pretend, doesn't understand, like, reality. It doesn't understand, does it? It's all on a vibration, it's all on a frequency. And you have to put yourself in that frequency every single time when you're manifesting. So if you're on a low frequency and a low vibration, you can't manifest what you want in your life. So as much as you're saying, I want this man, I want this woman, sorry.
If
I want a man right now. Okay, so as much as you're saying, like, you want someone to come into your life,
Yeah.
you have to be acting as if that person's in your life.
Okay, I already do that.
Okay.
A little bit on the right path. And I've been trying to get my health and energy more solid.
Yep, okay. Well, the more that you do this, the more that it's going to raise your vibration. And the more you raise your vibration, the more you raise your frequency. And then you'll meet someone on the same frequency as you, and they'll just you will knock them out of the park, because it's the man that has to do the work. You just need to kind of stay in your masculine energy, and you'll attract the females towards you who are in their feminine energy. And there's a whole new story and conversation about divine masculine energies. And you need to kind of like thank everything for what you have in your life right now, and the more gratitude you put out there. So you can write down 10 things a day that you're grateful for.
Different things.
Yeah, it can be anything. You're
Can I do
grateful
the
for
same
your
stuff?
dog, you're grateful for your, sorry?
Can I do the same stuff like last week, this week?
Yeah, of course, whatever you're grateful for.
Okay.
So you could write before bed 10 things that you're grateful for.
Okay.
My voice is going. So yeah, you can write 10 things that you're grateful for, and then you can write 10 things that you're wanting to pull in. And you can start journaling every single day. So before you go to bed, you meditate, and then you can journal for what happened during the day, and you can write, I am so grateful that I had such an amazing day at the Conscious Life Expo. And then more things will come towards you because you'll be in that grateful vibration.
Okay. I like that.
Hope that's helped you.
Yeah.
And I hope you find her.
I found it.
You found her?
Yeah.
That's right, I'm ready.
Oh,
It's in the past.
exactly, in a parallel universe. That's a whole new story. Hi guys!
Hi.
So how are you?
Perfectly good that I got here. Just in time.
Thank you for coming. Are we still rolling? Gosh. Okay. You've missed the singing box. The voice is gone. Did you want any questions answering?
Whatever is next that you need to share.
Whatever's next for you, going forward. Whatever. Okay.
Whatever's next you want to share to all of us is good.
Okay. So we just touched on the manifestation side, but it's basically where we've done the clearings and then we can bring in those manifestations. So I've been.
Which one of the clearings is
The clearings was the singing that you missed.
Gotcha.
Well, you heard a little bit.
Yeah.
But basically, when you're kind of on the frequency of manifestation,
Right.
you will bring that in towards you when you're ready. You have to be ready. And it's like everything in life. You have to be ready for it to come towards you. And there's rituals and things that you can do, and there's a whole load of things you can do. You can work with water, you can work with fire, you can work with air. You can tap into your astrology and find out what your astrology is, and then you can start doing rituals with that. But it has to be clear spaces when you're working with that. And it's like the witchy side.
When you say clear spaces, mean like in nature?
No, you have to make sure that it's a clear space. So sage it, use Florida water, and just ask for high vibrations to be brought into the space that you're working in, like a candle. Ask your guides to come through, make sure you clear the energy, and then you can write down what you want. So on the full moon, I released a lot. And I wrote down everything I wanted to release. And I released 15 years of karma that had been around me. And I wrote it all down, what I wanted to release on this piece of paper. And then I folded it 3 times away from me, 3 times that way, and then I burnt it, and then I put it in the water, and then as I put it in the water, the air just went, whew, and I was like, oh God, this is all going to set on fire, my house is going to go everywhere. I was like sitting out on this balcony, I was like, oh my God, can you imagine? Stop the fire, put it out, put it down in the ground, into the soil, because the earth is taking it, so that's the 4 elements that you work with. And this is really witchy, and I know, but it's okay. We can play with this as long as you do it on a good level and you're not bringing in, like, as long as you're working with the light, you're okay to do this. So basically, I brought the energy into my body, and then I had to release it through my body. And you can release that through dancing, singing, movement, even working out, you're releasing energy. You can go and walk in the beaches, you can walk in the forests. You're releasing energy from your body that needs to be released. And it will make you cry sometimes. And you may have pain in your back sometimes. But as long as you're working with those energies and releasing them, then that's when you get closer and closer to your manifestations. And you can also ask your guides to give you a manifestation sign. So I talk to my guides and say to them, can you show me a sign to tell me when my manifestations are coming in? And I had a peacock as my manifestation sign. And I was like, hi guys, love you lots. Can you tell me when they're coming in? They're like, shut the fuck up. No, you can't have that. And I was like, can I get a timeline? No, you're not getting a timeline. So then I connected and said, look, I'd love to know when my manifestations are coming in by the peacock, because I love peacocks. And they show up all the time. And I'm like, how do these things always show up? And I took it in and I was like, okay, let's just play around with this. And I've been here and I can't believe how many bloody peacocks I've seen. Not actual peacocks, but like the feathers. And this beautiful lady was wearing a peacock dress when I first met her, and I was like, bing, 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 bing. It's like, okay.
And I showed up here too.
So what's your favourite thing, like an animal, or do you want to, you can have a red balloon.
I like fish, but I go to fish stores, so
You like fish?
aquarium fish.
Aquarium fish. So is there a particular fish that is not well known, you wouldn't see it all the time?
Yeah, there are some.
Okay, so you choose one of those and you speak to your guides when you're meditating and you say, hi guides, I love you and I appreciate you, but I need a little bit of help. Can you please give me a tiny little snippet to just make me understand when I'm connecting with my manifestations, and they're literally just around the corner, that this thing that I see randomly in the most craziest places. So you can be watching a TV program and then your little manifestation will come across and you're like, what is that even doing in the movie? That's what happens.
Well, what about in the dreams?
In your dreams, yes, in your dreams. If they're coming in your dreams, damn, your manifestations are close.
Really?
Yes. So ask your guides to give you a sign that you connect with. So every time you see that fish, okay, this is good. But you have to know what your manifestations are. You have to know exactly what you want from the universe, because remember, the universe doesn't understand unless you're asking.
Yeah.
And if you're not asking direct, you need to get more direct. And your scripting is the biggest thing ever.
Okay, I've done it before. It was very powerful.
Then you need to do it again.
I'm going to do it again. And I learned a new one where it says you think of something before you sleep. If it goes into your dream, you'll
Into your
start.
subconscious, yes.
Yeah, but
You
if
can.
you have a dream with it, if it leaks into the dream,
Mhm.
and then the dream will make it real.
Well, yes, because your dreams are just you in a future life,
I think
most of the time.
I think it's like it becomes. I think it's the code that's going to download here.
Mhm.
So when you alter that thing, it starts creating this thing.
Absolutely, it brings it into your reality.
I have a lot of experience with that.
Oh, let's hear it.
So I love this conversation. I started to look at the time before. Oh, sure, thank you. Thank you, Lois. I started to look at the time before I fall. I'm Debbie, by the way. Hi. And I keep feeling like, my God, he should do something with his voice.
I'm a hypnotist.
Oh, done. Thank you, because it's beautiful.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah. I play with the time before I fall asleep. So whatever that, because it's different amounts before I actually drift off. So I lay there, and as soon as I close my eyes, and I know I'm still very much awake, but in the darkness, I will create a quantum field. What that is nothing, no thing, black.
Like Joe Dispenza's?
I don't know. I don't know his
That's how
work.
he does it.
Oh, interesting. So in that no thing, right, which is where everything is created from, I put everything I want. And even if I don't know what that looks like, I may know what that feels like. So there could be love, there could be, the most beautiful, perfect relationship that's reciprocated and long forever in this lifetime, and this magnificent career. I don't even have, you can do specifics. I don't always do specifics. It can just be feelings and energy. And I am telling you, I have had stuff coming to me in my life. It's taken time, by the way, like sometimes a month to at least 6 months, but I have had massive things happening. And at first I was like, why is this? How is this? This is amazing. Oh, that practice I was doing every night before drifting off has been literally, that no thing has become some things all over my life. So you can use that time. Of course, you can use it also when you wake up. You can have some, before you get out of bed, just a moment to imbue some of that as well.
Into a feeling, you try to feel something.
It depends what your strength is, right? Not everybody likes to feel. Some people can see better. Some people can hear better. Whatever the gifts are. And it's different for me every night, but I just know it's lots of good stuff, right? And sometimes for the world. Sometimes I'll, if I'm praying for myself, I'm like, oh, what would that be like if I wished for magic and miracles for everyone in the world? What kind of harmony and love and peace and, right? Everybody would be so happy something else would be created that was different.
and then I get really high on that. And so it really, in that no thing, it's your space, it's your playground. It's literally what this is anyway, life. It's all an illusion. We're creating it anyway. So why not put in exactly what you prefer?
Thank you for sharing.
Thank you so much, Deborah. There was one more thing that you can do. I keep doing, I'm not used to this. There's one more thing you can do is you can record yourself on your phone and then just replay it before you go to bed. So that it's, you know, you can do things on YouTube, but if you have your own things and replay it before you go to bed, or just when you're just like meditating and you just want to have a little bit of sound, but just like, it just programs your subconscious. And then the other thing you can do is, oh my God, where's it gone? My head's gone. Put it in your phone. Speak it into your phone. Post-its. Okay. Post-its. Okay, so this works. This is hilarious. So every room in my apartment has these ridiculous post-its. My soulmate is coming into my life. The universe has given me everything I've ever wanted in my life. I love me. And then I have them around my mirror saying, you are beautiful, you're a size 12, you are amazing, everyone loves you, I get paid for being me, I am happy that I am grateful that I exist, you are a manifestation of your creations. And so...
Do you want to say my soulmate is coming into my life, or do you want to put my soulmate has came into my life?
Yes.
Which one?
Oh, my soulmate has came into my life.
Came?
I am with my soulmate.
Okay.
Yeah, so you have to say it in the tense as if it's already there. Yeah, as if you've already got it. So in my bathroom, they're around the mirror. And then in my lounge, they're on my door. Before I'm walking out the door, I see these post-its all over. And everyone comes in going, what is it with you and your post-its? And I'm like, well... And then there's feng shui as well you can get involved with, and you can have certain post-its in those rooms. So if we clean things, it brings in new energy. Okay, so I'm going off topic, but this is all manifestation, eh? So it's everything. So in the bathroom, it's water running, yeah? So if your water's not correct and it's got a tap dripping, money will stop coming towards you. And even with your toilet seats, if your toilet seat is up, that's energy coming into your house that you don't know where that's coming from. So keep your toilet seat down. And then you've got your bathroom that is clean. If your bathroom's clean, then you will have good money vibrations coming towards you, because it starts in your bathroom. And then in the kitchen, it's about, again, money and abundance. And I am wealthy in the kitchen. Have like loads of post-its all over. So get yourself some post-its. It is ridiculous, but who cares? I saw it on a TV show and I was like, that woman's got so many post-its, but how cool does that look? So yeah, that's the thing that I do. Yes, do you have any more questions?
You said something about the new divine masculinity.
Okay, well that's another talk. So basically, when you're a gentleman, there's certain things that a lady would love you to do. So not all the time, but we have both. We all have both. And it gets a bit complicated because some people have way too much masculine and some people have way too much feminine. So some ladies who are very successful will have way too much masculine energy and can't attract the right man, and they'll attract female energy towards them. Now that can come in ladies that fancy each other, or it can come in men that are stuck in their feminine energy. And then when them two come together, it's working for a little bit, but then either the man will go higher or the woman will go higher, and they'll end up with two masculine energies. And then they'll be like butting heads. Because the lady's like, I want to plan the dinner. And the guy's like, no, I want to play dinner, plan dinner. So then if you're in your masculine and you find a lady that's in your feminine energy, and she's like, do whatever, just book the table, like, you know, just in the flow. And like, if you plan little things for a lady, that makes her feel so amazing inside. With messages in the morning and like saying, I appreciate you in the morning. And like, little things. So if you're dating someone and you feel the vibe is off, it's probably because she's gone into her masculine. Because you're a very masculine man. Like, you have feminine tendencies as well, but like, some people dress feminine when they're a male. You understand? So then they're going to attract masculine women because it's the opposite all the time. But then they go up and down in frequencies, and we go in and out all the time. So when people have divorces, it's because they're not on the same vibration and same frequency. But there's so much with this. Like, I can't talk about it the whole time, but there's so much you can get involved in and look online about it. And there's loads of YouTube channels. There's one guy I follow, and he's called Danny Morale, and he has taught me so much. Danny Morale. Yeah. He's really cool, and he talks about all sorts of stuff, and he's done ayahuasca, and he promotes like amazing retreats, and he's just incredible. Like, he's one of my biggest person that I watch. Morel. And he has a retreat called The Awake, and yeah, he's incredible. Hi, you're a latecomer. How are you? I'm good, thank you. How are you feeling? Little Miss Lady Peacock. Did you have any questions?
No, not yet, please.
Okay.
You have a question?
Do you have a question?
Oh, I was just going to add, there's an app that helps with affirmations. It's called Inner Tune.
Inner Tune?
Yeah, I was just going to
What is that like?
Well, it's just what she was talking about.
You just remind me, there's one called I Am Affirmations.
Yes.
That one. Is that like that one?
No, this is, you can record your own voice.
Ah, you just reminded me.
Inner Tune, yeah.
There's one called I Am Affirmations, but I don't know if it's available in the US. Yeah.
Yeah, I have that one as well.
And that sends you random ones. And that can be really freaky. You'll be doing something and it sends it to you, and you're like, ooh, okay, you can see me. It's quite freaky. But it's lovely to sometimes just get an affirmation and think, oh yeah, I'm on the right path. So it's like numbers, the numbers things as well. Like, numbers give you messages too. Okay. Do you have any questions? Are you okay?
Did you do your activation thing?
Yeah.
So when that happens, what happens to the person?
The person?
Yes.
Okay, so sometimes they can feel very uncomfortable and throw up. It's true. If they've got stagnant energy and energy that needs to be removed. It can be a shoulder injury that they're going to be niggling if the sound is affecting them. If you have back pain, it can affect your back. And like, my sound will make you feel a bit wheezy sometimes. So, but it has to be done in like areas that are sacred. So this has been cleansed, but not enough. It's okay, a little bit. But if I keep going up and down and channeling, there's so many people here. So it's like, it's all about the intention of the light, bringing the light, make sure it's in the light, but it's sometimes better for one-to-one. Or it's okay when we're doing like videos and stuff, as long as you're in a good space, because you might need to go to sleep after this. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So the energy that I'm using, the sound, is releasing what's in your body. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay.
And that lasts for, could be a day, a week, or whatnot, depending.
It just depends on each person. So some people can feel really uncomfortable for a few days. They're like, oh, I feel really tired, and like that's just like drains me. Or they can be like, I feel amazing, because everyone's on a different journey. So if the sounds affect everyone on a different level. So someone who's really, really high vibrational will literally be like, they'll be flying. And then if there's someone who's on a bit of a lower vibration, they will maybe feel the pain even more and be like, ooh, and then feel uncomfortable. And they'll be like, can I have some more, please? Because it gets addictive. And they're like, give me more. And I'm like, no more. You have to wait till next week. That's what happens with my clients sometimes. I'm like, no, we've had one session.
Will the pain go away?
Sorry?
The pain will go away at some point?
Eventually, but it's not anything, like, you have to keep doing it. You can't just be like, one time. You have to keep doing it.
Will it go permanently away at some point?
Depends what it is, how far it is, and how much more work you've done on yourself, and like Depends what it is, to be honest. Yeah. Did you have any questions? No.
Do you have any stories about your releasing and supporting people who don't even know what they need to release, or anything like that?
Okay. So there's a client that I worked with in the UK, and I met him about, 10, 15 years ago. Just randomly, he was at a barbecue, I introduced myself, we said hi, we exchanged numbers, that was it. Didn't really speak to him, but knew him in the community. And he was a really big drinker and drug taker. And he was known for just being a bit of a Jack the Lad, and he was really lovely, but I just didn't connect to him again. And then he messaged me on my Instagram about, just before Christmas, maybe about November time. And he said, what the hell's happened to you? Like, you've changed. Why are you doing all this weird singing shit? I was like, that's because that's my thing now. And he was like, oh, okay. So you're psychic? I was like, yeah. And he was like, can you help me? I was like, well, I think so, but let's have a chat first. Like, I didn't know what he needed. He just kept asking me questions in DMs. So we had a consultation, and we had a conversation, and we were like, back and forwards conversations, and he was like, this is mad, okay, I've never done anything like this before in my life, but anyway, well, let's work together and see how it goes. So he signed up with me for 3 months, and he said, I trust you, you're going to change my life. And I was like, yes, I am. And so I do readings, and I do clearings as well. So when I'm reading, the sound comes in, and it can also be a clearing at the same time. So it just depends on the intention at the time. So we're doing readings, and I'm like, okay, so he does lots and lots of drugs. He drinks all the time. This is going to take a long time. And we started doing stuff about inner child healing and stuff like that. And we did like 3 months of working with him. He is now not drinking. He hasn't drank since the 1st of January, which I know is not a long time, but it is when you're a drinker every single day. He said he used to have like football nights all the time, and he'd get absolutely plastered. Then he'd do cocaine a lot. He was in Spain when I was talking to him, and I said to him, you need to come back to the UK. And he was like, fucking, I don't want to come back there. He's like, it drains me, it makes me feel uncomfortable, I don't want to go there, I'll make myself drinking again and get all the drugs and everything. And I was like, look, you've done really well in Spain, you've only been drinking a little bit. Yes, you've been a bit high on your weed, because he was smoking weed instead of doing the drugs and doing, I know drugs, but you know what I mean, instead of doing the drinking. And I said, look, you've got to come back because you have to accept it. So he came back to the UK, and he got himself a job. And I had a conversation with him, and I said, there's a guy with like a gold necklace. And he was like, yeah. And I said, I see loads of money around you. He's really wealthy. He's going to ask you to do something. And he was like, okay, I'm like, all right then. Anyway, he turns out he's now working with a guy who's really well known in the UK, and he's bringing CB cannabis to England, but through doctors' prescription. And it's called Big Nasty Medical. And it happens to be by a guy called Big Nasty in the UK. You can look him up, he's famous. And he is working with him. And he was like, Lois, what are you talking about? How do you know this? I'm like, it's because that's what I do. And he's like, but how did you do this? And why am I not drinking anymore? And I was like, because we've been working together. Because we've been working together every single week. I talk to him on WhatsApp every day, pretty much every day. He's always messaging, hi, is everything okay? Can I have this? Can I have that? And I'm like, you have to wait for your session. And he is no longer an alcoholic. And he has said to me, I need to know what's going on with my love life. And I'm like, okay, we're here now. And this is the other thing. Your love life is only going to come into play once you're in play in your own life. So if you love yourself unconditionally, you don't care if someone's around, you don't care, this is for you individually. You don't care if someone's into you or not, but as long as they're treating you correctly, then you keep them in your life. And he was at a stage where he was like, I think I'm ready, but just not being the right person. And I was like, she's in England, she's cool, but you're in your feminine, so you can't go and find another woman who's on that level. He's like, so I have to find a masculine woman. I was like, no, you need to get in your bloody your masculine energy. He's like, I don't know how to do that. I was like, well, we're going to have to teach you. So I've been teaching him, and I'm living in Tulum, and he's in England, and we're texting. He's like, what do I do? Do I take her out for dinner? Yes, take her out for dinner. Do I pay? Yes, of course you pay. Okay, so what? So, like, should I send her roses or anything? And I'm like, yes, send her roses. That's a really nice idea. And he's like, okay, so it's Valentine's Day, and I really like this girl. Shall I ask her out? Yes, ask her out. And then he's like, okay, so she's really cool. I'm going to meet her. He texted me yesterday and said, I've met her. She's amazing. She's the same birthday as me. Everything, same birthdays. They're into the numerology thing together, and they've met, and they're like clicking. And he's like, Lois, you're changing my bloody life. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. And he's like, can we still work together? Because he's like, I still need to keep on the level of like understanding. And he's like, we still need you with my work and like stuff like that. Like, he's like, yeah, I'm not drinking anymore, but I still feel I need that. And I'm like, okay, so I'll stay with you, like counselling him. But thank you for reminding me. You're welcome. Well, amazing. Oh my God. Okay. I just want to say thank you so much for all of you to come in today. It means so much, like, honestly. It's been a little bit of a rocky one, hasn't it? It's been funny. Up and down, up and down, up and down. And it's been so incredible to help each and every one of you. I have a website connected to LinkedIn. Now, I don't know if you guys, do you use LinkedIn here? No, Linktree, sorry. Yeah, so Linktree. So if you follow me on Instagram or TikTok, I have a small TikTok. It's Lois.Lemurian. And then you can go to the LinkedIn tree and you can connect with me on my website. And there's a telephone number that you can connect to me through WhatsApp if you ever want to ask me a question. And yeah, that's my connections. And it's all in the book anyway, so if you can't remember or whatever.
You have a Patreon.
Yeah, I have Patreon. Yeah, that's literally just been set up. I set it up just before I come here. Hey? Yes, of course. Yes?
Interesting question. I would like to know. So if someone is like, their life is like this, and then they decide they're going to manifest something,
Yes.
can you as a psychic see when it's like it changes?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can say that this is what it looks like now, and then you're like, oh, now I see this, like 6 months later?
Yeah, so 6 months is probably good for a reading, yeah. Every 6 months, I'd say. If you have it too much, you're just constantly like, give me a reading, give me a reading, give me a reading. And it gets addictions. So I used to be addicted when I was younger. Because I was like, I need to know, I need to know.
You need to cross-verify.
Hey?
You need to cross-verify.
So, like,
Second opinion.
yeah, it's like I needed to know that I was on the right path. Needed to know that he was walking in my room and sitting next to me and going, hi, Lois, I see you. And it's like, I don't need that anymore. Like, once you're just in your own self and you realise that it will just happen, then it happens. And the thing is that the psychic readings sometimes can confuse you because there are other people's opinions, and do you know what? Some of them don't even know what they're fucking talking about. But that's when you ask them questions that they'll never freaking know. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Good. Okay.
Thank you. Yay.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I'm more peacock.
But this is still peacock-ish.
I'm an astrologist, so I do a lot of
I
stars
was
and
thinking.
space kinds of
Yeah, I
things.
saw your book too. It's so sweet.
Yeah, thank you.
Cool. You're very intuitive. Yes. Not at all.
Here's my card. Because I love light language and I can help people who speak it and teach it. And you're just so darn sweet.
So are you.
Okay, I'm all about, because you gotta have a choices.
Three.
I love that. That's exactly.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we need to go.
Aww.
Did I do good?
So my mom matches your jacket. Oh, that looks so good. Thank you so much.
You're so
I
welcome.
love it.
Thank you, honestly. I appreciate you so much for
Look
coming.
at this one. It'll be that last one. That's beautiful.
Beautiful, isn't it? You both look
I will
beautiful.
post it, yes.
Were you there last night?
Thank you. Are you on Facebook as well or no?
Yes.
Oh, good, okay.
Yes.
I just followed you on Instagram.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you so much for the invite.
You're welcome. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
She's
writing a book right now.
Wonderful to meet you.
E.T. Origins? E.T. Origins? Wow.
Cool, huh?
Very cool.
Sorry, my love.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I'll definitely check that out. I'll see you. Thank you so much. How would I find, I guess, Instagram?
Time's up.
Maybe I'll get a
Nobody
second.
was here.
Yeah, are you here as well?
No, I'm into
Okay. Instagram.
yes, Instagram, or you can text me on the WhatsApp as well.
Marriott.
Lovely to meet you. Thanks for your time.
My pleasure.
Hope she wins into your life.
Yeah, I've already met her.
Oh.
I want a specific girl,
What's that mean then?
like like you, like like a specific. Yeah, like I already know who it is.
Ah,
Not just a kid. Like I know what I want.
Not a random.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not one that fits the thing.
Right.
I want that one.
love that.
Just keep showing up, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Say what?
So just keep showing up. It's all about alignment, you know? That's what my brother tells me all the time. Like, it's all about alignment. Once you just work it and get yourself in alignment.
It is. I've been studying the concept. There's a really good book. It's called Reality Transurfing. It goes into all the concepts. There's like 70,